These overrated WCW factions failed to leave a lasting impressions. Every wrestling promotion in the world has created factions, which can be at any level in the company and fulfill various roles. These factions can include enhancement talent or young stars who are under the learning tree of veterans in the world of professional wrestling. Some factions go on to dominate the promotion and add their name to the history books. However, there are times when factions are created for such purposes, but they stray away from their main purpose by becoming overrated and needless after a while in the company. This was the case with these overrated factions in WCW. So today we are going to talk about 6 most overrated factions in WCW history. So let's go to the video.
The WWE Universe is on its feet.
Number 6. The Stud Stable had 4 different iterations over decades. The Stud Stable is one of the most popular factions from the 80s, which often had major stars in the group throughout different promotions. The faction made its way from Southeastern Championship Wrestling to World Championship Wrestling over a decade and had different iterations. Robert Fuller has led 4 of its versions across the promotion, and the stable earned success with different members in the world of professional wrestling. Unfortunately, the faction became quite overrated and needless when they made their way to WCW. Their group members often left the stable, losing the name it once upheld.
You can hear him all over the hills there in Tennessee. People said Stud must be home because he's whooping Bubba. Well, when I got done with my dog Bubba, he come over and he laid his head down in my lap and he looked up at me with them old brown dog eyes, and I could tell what he was saying, didn't say a word.
He said, Stud, I love
I think exactly what he said, boys. He said, Stud, I love you. Now here's the moral. I realized right then, if you get something and you whip it really good and really right, you can make it like it. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this area. We're going to take care of business so good that when we get done with our opponents, all of them going to lay down there, put that old head down in your lap, look up at you, and they're going to say, boys, I love you. Now let's get it done. Let's get it done.
You can remember that day?
I don't think I want to remember that, to tell you the truth. Get them in the ring.
Number 5. The Millionaires Club feuded with the New Blood in WCW. In 2000, WCW had the idea of creating 2 stables that went after each other during the company's final years. The New Blood was filled with young talent who wanted to make a name in professional wrestling by capturing titles in the promotion. The other was the Millionaires Club. The members were veterans who were past their prime and wanted to dominate the company. The idea worked well on paper but failed in terms of execution. The stable was not only overrated, but it failed to make the impact it imagined after the issues that took place behind the scenes, which led to Hulk Hogan walking out of the promotion. Number 4. The Flock flopped in WCW. Raven's Nest was hugely over during their days in Extreme Championship Wrestling, as fans were behind the stable due to its organic growth and connectivity with the audience. The group had its fair share of success in Philly before they left for World Championship Wrestling in 1997. Unfortunately, the Flock, as it was remained in WCW, failed to create the same magic and success under a different promotion. The audience of the promotion wasn't too familiar with Raven's Flock, as many felt it was overrated due to the hype it earned during its ECW days. In less than 2 years, the faction ended in World Championship Wrestling after losing most matches. Number 3. NWO Wolfpack was an extension of the original group. In 1998, the NWO effect had started to run out as the promotion pulled every trick in their hat to keep the group going longer in the main event scene. However, it became evident that Hulk Hogan was using the members to stay at the top, and that didn't sit well with other major stars in the faction during their run with the promotion. The stable started hot, providing an alternative to the NWO Hollywood led by Hulk Hogan. However, it became overrated and tiring after a while when too many major stars kept switching sides between both stables to keep the storyline intriguing. In the end, both stables reunited and acted like it was part of their long con after they rebranded themselves as NWO Elite. Number 2, the not so dangerous faction. By the end of 1991, Paul Heyman created the Dangerous Alliance and dominated WCW for months with major stars such as Rick Rude, Steve Austin, Medusa, Arn Anderson, and more. The stable had all the potential in the world with Dangerously as their mouthpiece. However, it failed within a year after the Overrated tag it received after a while. Moreover, the booking didn't help as the faction's downfall began after they lost at Wrestle War. The stable showcased potential during its early months, but the bad booking made fans turn away from the group and lose interest as members started to slowly move away into different storylines. Number 1, Hulk Hogan defeats WCW's Alliance. The Dungeon of Doom is often regarded as one of the worst stables in the history of World Championship Wrestling due to its horrendous track record when it came to defeating Hulk Hogan. The storyline went on for a while when the villainous stable recruited wrestlers with different monster traits to defeat the Hulkamaniac. However, it was only the beginning of the end for the faction after they created an alliance with the Four Horsemen. The group picked up steam for a while, which quickly fizzled out due to its losing ways. The failed alliance also harmed the Four Horsemen's reputation. The alliance was one of the most overrated and needless factions the promotion ever created that failed horrendously in achieving its goal.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own.
So today I talked with you about the 6 most overrated factions in WCW history. So what do you think about this video? If the video is good, please like it and also subscribe to my channel. So I say goodbye for today. Have a great day to all of you.
Till you're prouder and all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they just